I'm standing right along French Creek here under a really wonderful stand of creekside pin oaks. So this is the pin oak, and I'm going to show you the leaves just above my head. These are pin oak leaves, and if I zoom in on a couple here, you'll sort of be able to see their shape. So these pin oak leaves are really distinctive among oak leaves, and I'm just going to show you one by itself. Looks like this. So that's the pin oak, and what you'll notice about it is it has pointed lobes. The lobes are really narrow. In fact, I call it a really thin-waisted leaf. It has a very narrow central lamina with these pointed lobes that come off, usually 5 to 7 of the lobes, which then end in points themselves. And then I've got the pin oak acorn for you there. It's a small acorn. It's small with a kind of flat top, sort of classic acorn shape, little shingled cap. But as acorns go, it's really quite a little acorn compared to, say, the red oak and the black oak and the bur oak. So there's your pin oak leaf. Like other oaks, this is Quercus the genus, and the pin oak is Quercus palustris, P-A-L-U-S-T-R-I-S. The other thing that's notable about the pin oak is that as oaks go, there's a lot of poison ivy going up this one, it has a lot of scraggly little branches that come out from the lower part of the tree. And that is not common to most oaks. But if you look down on the lower part of the trunk, rather than just giant oak limbs, pin oaks have this outburst of little branches that are smaller around than your arm, that come out low down on the lower 2/3 of the trunk. Maybe not right at ground level, but just above. And that's a really common way to identify a pin oak in the winter, when it has no leaves whatsoever. Big oak tree, but with these scraggly little branches coming out from the trunk in the lower 2/3. So there's your beautiful pin oak, Quercus palustris, here along the French Creek. I told you about these beautiful beech trees, and you can see we're in a beech forest here with some beech, and that they have that amazing gray bark. And people often just carve their initials in them, or carve a heart with the initials of somebody that they are thinking of themselves as being closely allied to. And the beech tree is a native tree and a really important part of our beech tulip tree forest. But this is something that you don't often see, and that's pretty remarkable. Someone's used this beech tree to actually do a kind of graffiti, but that's actually a little bit more artistic than a lot of the carvings that you see in birch bark. So here someone's really done some work, taken some time, and that's going to last on this tree for probably 40 or 50 years. This glossy-leaved tree is an osage orange. It's in the mulberry family. You can see these giant green grapefruit-like fruits hanging up there in the leaves. Those are osage oranges. They're not oranges at all. They often go by the name monkey brains. A lot of children call them monkey brains. And this has got an amazing story, but out here today, along the side of the field, there's a whole hedgerow of osage oranges. I just wanted you to see those while they're here and still hanging on the tree.